Our next guest this morning is Scott Coopwood. You know Scott's name. You recognize that if you read a magazine or a publication in the state of Mississippi. There's a really good chance that Scott Coopwood had something to do with it. Publisher, owner of Delta Magazine, Delta Business Journal, Mississippi Business Journal, and lover of music. Scott, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing down there?
Doing well. I'm actually in the place where you and I had dinner years and years ago. You may not remember this. I'm in New York this weekend. My daughter is here. Our mutual friend Bill Luckett years ago was up for I think the picnic in the park at Central Park, and we ended up at dinner together. And what a great time a long time ago for a man that loved Mississippi.
You know what? I miss Bill every day. You know, in my view, he is the one that started the Clarksdale Blues movement, of which now thousands of people come to every month. And I think Bill rolled the dice and everyone else followed. And of course, Morgan Freeman was involved with that.
No question about that. Mississippi Business Journal, 40 under 40. We've seen programs like this in other states. We've seen them that are out there nationally. We've seen them in sports. This is something, though, that recognizes some of the outstanding contributions that are happening from younger people in Mississippi. Take us back to when you launched 40 under 40, why you felt the need for this, and what you've seen as a result of kind of bringing recognition to some of the young people who are excelling here at home.
Yeah. You know, I actually bought the Mississippi Business Journal a year ago, and I'm the seventh owner of it. It's 46 years old, and I bought it from the Tupelo newspaper, the folks that own the Tupelo newspaper. So the 40 under 40 thing has been going on for a while. And in fact, for many, many years, in my view, the Mississippi Business Journal has been noted for their events as much as the print edition. And so the first year of ownership, we just wanted to get our feet on the ground with it. So we didn't have any event this past year. So we're going to have the top 40 under 40 June 25th. We'll have one more event in October, and then next year we'll kick the events back in. But the top 40 under 40, as you mentioned, is to salute our up-and-comer young leaders of the state. And I'll say that we took in over 200 entries, and it was extremely tough to choose 40 out of that. I mean, Rich, we could have picked almost all the 200, in fact, and that just shows you that Mississippi has got an incredible crop of young people on the way to becoming the next round of leaders. So we're really excited about the event and all that.
I will. The press release is out, so we're not breaking any news by mentioning some of the winners. There is still some exciting stuff to come, but I'm going to brag on one of our own, and you can feel free to join in. I don't know, I started filling in before the show transitioned back in February, back in late September, and I'd always had JT Mitchell as a colleague, but we hadn't really worked together. And as I have observed more closely the way he runs the SuperTalk Mississippi newsroom as our news director, the team that he's built there, the content that they're putting out, what an incredibly bright guy, and I'm thrilled to see JT's name on this list. There's no doubt he's got big things in front of him. He's a hard worker, even though he's a Red Sox fan.
Right. Well, you know, number one, JT comes from very good genes as well, you know, and
Absolutely.
but he's super young, smart guy, and that's just a great example of where we're headed in Mississippi. He's got a big future, there's no doubt about it.
Give us some highlights out of this year's top 40 under 40 class, because as I read through the list, I mean, I see young professionals, I see people in the media space, I see people in the medical field, I see people in the law field, I see people who are young entrepreneurs. There really is a wide array of people that are represented.
Yeah, it is. It is a wide array of people, and you know, it was again, like I say, it was very tough to choose 40 people, but we did it. And the bottom line is that we looked for people that had really climbed the ladder already in their industries. And next we looked for community engagement. I mean, you know, luckily for me, I've had many mentors along the way, and I still do, by matter of fact. And so I think you've got to give back. As you climb the ladder building your career, you also have to build your community and help build the state. So we look for that too. But just to give you an example uh, of one person that didn't make it because, and unbelievably, they never called us back. But we have one, without revealing too much, we have one person that started a business 7 years ago, zero income in the business, and that's up to $75 million a year. And that person is
Wow.
in their 30s. So I could just go on and on with those examples. It's just incredible. We think of Mississippi as, oh, that's the poor state. They're at the bottom. No one's smart there, blah, 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 that we just hear it over and over. But when you look at all these entries, it is incredible the smart people we have and the successful young people we have.
Well, and Scott, one of the things that we have heard over and over, and some of our local leaders or our elected officials have talked about brain drain in Mississippi. And I get that it's real, right? You have people that graduate college and maybe they want to experience something else. Maybe they want to live somewhere else. Maybe there's a job opportunity that they can't pass up. But I think this does shine a little bit of a light on, yeah, but not everybody's leaving. We've got people in their 20s and their 30s who are saying, I want to stay in Mississippi. I'm going to make this my home, and I'm going to be successful right here. And so while, yes, there certainly is work to do in continuing to get people to stay in Mississippi and make it their home and their business place, we got some people who are staying and are making a difference.
No doubt about that. When I graduated from Ole Miss, I was one of the young guys that said, I'm going to leave Mississippi and I'm going to do something else. And one of my mentors, back to the mentor thing, said, you know what, I wouldn't do that because you've gone to a large university here in the state without you knowing it. You already made connections from Tupelo to Gulfport. You need to take that network and figure a way to build a career off of that network. And he was right. And that's part of the secret of my career. So no one should ever think that there's not any opportunity here in Mississippi to build an incredible career. And so I preach that everywhere I go.
Scott, what is driving you at this point in your career? Delta Magazine has been a publication that has been able to watch much of the magazine industry fall away and fail, and yet Delta Magazine has continued to thrive and tells the stories of the people of the Mississippi Delta. You talk about buying Mississippi Business Journal. You've got Delta Business Journal as well. What's pushing you at this point?
Richard, number one, I love what I do. I really do. I love what I do. I love getting up in the mornings, and every day is a new day because I'm in the business of storytelling, whether that's business or lifestyle or whatever. And that is so exciting. We meet so many different people and we cover so many different things in all our publication. And it's just fun, number one, it really is. Number two, it has been a tough business, but thank goodness we have stumbled across a model that works for us. Would it work for others? I don't know. But we have been, fairly successful in everything in regard to print, which many people say that's dying. That's not really true. It may not be profitable like it was 20 years ago because of competition from social media and all that. But there's still a good living to be made in print, and don't think it's not. So I guess and also, Richard, I don't do well with downtime. I will sit on a deer stand and within 20 minutes, I'm livid about something. I'm mad about something, or somebody didn't do that or did come and I forgot to do that. So I don't do well with downtime. I enjoy moving around. I enjoy working. I enjoy going out and meeting people and going to business meetings. So that's really what's driving me. And, I don't ever plan to retire. So many people think I'm almost there, but that's not me. I hope to work to the day I fall dead,
Well, hopefully that's not anytime soon because your contributions to Mississippi are absolutely outstanding. Give us quickly the details before we go to break on the Top 40 Under 40 event. When is it, and what do we need to know?
Well, it's going to be held June 25th, 11:30 to 1:30 at the Old Capitol Inn in Jackson. And I must say it is totally sold out, and it's sold out quickly. We have about 260 people coming. We have 33 tables, and our sponsors are C Spire, Bank Plus, Entergy, and SuperTalk. So it's going to be a great event. And of course, the press will cover it, and we will we're gonna film it. It'll be on our website. It'll be on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So that's the nuts and bolts of it.
Fantastic, and we'll keep up with this story. Scott Coopwood, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much, Richard, and good luck to you.
Thank you.